gorgeous, gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, I did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count it 4 and make a wish. I wish that's how to keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the. She right got me.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. The ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Goff. That's into the hands of Packers, complete. And he loses the football the 2nd time. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
This is out quickly to the right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1st and goal at the 1. is incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be second and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Rams 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They run through with Carson, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Gone. Deepest to Akers out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Gone. Then he's got the hook up here, it's Woods. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Gone. A quick throw, but incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
For the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's
Dorsett by himself. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 79 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly.
For Seattle.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
48-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Across midfield to the 49.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 16 yards, a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Cam Akers. Incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. There's Goff. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
A 50-yard.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 14. Seahawks 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. It is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods from Jared Goff. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The keeper. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
At the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Micah Kaiser on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Wilson's pass.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
43-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Wilson.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Gone. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. Gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. That gain on third down, good for 28. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Quickly from Goff to Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. The connection there, Goff to Cooper Kupp. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his... And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He starts with a give to Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
43-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a...
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have recovered. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Complete to Dorsett. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Back now here on EA Sports. Well, the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. Malcolm Brown, 53 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. The ball popped in the air, intercepted. Taylor, and I think the ball's out. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was...
Wilson, it's loose, it's out foul, and the Rams have got it back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Oh, that was dangerous. Goff threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
Right back to Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of
2nd and 15.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now gone. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset, and they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. And it's going to be batted down. turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 23-yard line.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Eluding the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Here he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown.
There's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I'm really playing for a guy.
Tyler Lockett, 20.
That's right, baby. It's all.
And touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
No gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Goff going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
42.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it, you gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, baby. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work. Got a gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dog. Some it was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she remember she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. First down, Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A gain of 14.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The ball carrier.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 16 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 44, Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
Complete.
A big play there for Indy. 42 yards.
On the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starts right out of them.
From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Rivers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. They run the draw play with Mack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Here's Humphries. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
He dumps it off for Henry. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 22 carries, 104 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
At the 48-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up second.
A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd.
Now Tannehill. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Darrington Evans with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Gain of 23 yards.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. That's into the hands of Pascal. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right there. Biggie 4, right there, right there.
Tannehill throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard
The
line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Trey
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
3rd down and 10 yards.
Again, it's Rivers. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Intended for Khalif.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 36, Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd and 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Jonnu Smith, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. What's up, man?